Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is Trent here, returning to YouTube. We're here to do a Raw and Smackdown review. But a Raw and Smackdown review on this channel is not without my trusty sidekick. Phil is joining us.
What's up, people? How you guys doing?
It's been a while. It's been a while.
That's for sure.
All right. So let's sit here. Let's talk about Raw. The ratings ticked up, which is, I guess, a little bit of a shocker. I thought about it yesterday, and the ratings ticked up from the week prior to that. But the week prior to that was New Year's Eve, so I kind of figured, they probably would tick up. But I mean, the national championship game going on, I figured that would take a hit. But it didn't. They got a 2.6, I think, in the first hour, then a 2.4, and then a 2.0 in the third hour. So altogether, Phil, obviously you weren't able to watch the whole show, but you did see clips on YouTube. I ended up watching the whole show yesterday. Altogether, pretty meh show, considering they were considering changes. The promos were fun.
Did you see Bronx though?
Okay, that except for that one. except for that one.
Like, we started off Raw pretty hot because we had a backstage brawl going on between Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
And then, to be honest, I think John came out after that just to talk up the crowd. And then somehow it just turned up to be a six-man tag. And then that's how it started off the show. So,
Yeah, we.
Six-man tag. Again, I feel like Balor could have been used a lot better. Rollins and Ambrose, they were on opposite teams, so obviously that was going to be, like, that's obviously the story going in. And then Cena is just there because he was just enough to be there. So, where who the heck the other two people were? Six-man tag.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley and, McIntyre?
Yeah, McIntyre. It was McIntyre, Lashley, Ambrose versus Cena, Rollins, and Balor.
Yeah. I feel like the most underused talent in that match was probably Balor. I really feel Balor could have been used in a much better way. Rollins is gonna get a shot at Ambrose later on at night, but I feel like if you are trying to build Balor into something, get him against Ambrose. I want to see him for the Intercontinental title. We haven't seen anything with him in months, and I feel like he needs to be used a bit better. And if Drew McIntyre is a favorite to win the Rumble, use him a bit better. Get him in the more singles matches and have him win. Get him momentum, because if he's just doing six-man tags and losing, it's not really going to do any good for him. So, know what you think, but that's how I felt about it.
Yeah, I think Raw, that first segment, starting out with the brawl was definitely different. I thought it was interesting. And
I just don't know why it was between Seth and Bobby.
yeah,
But, like, if Seth and Dean, that would have been fine, because they're actually having heat with each other.
and there was a Falls Count Anywhere match. I forgot about that too, between Ambrose and Rollins for the Intercontinental title.
That later on in the night.
I forgot about that. All right. Anyway, yeah, the brawl was. Well, it is what it is. I mean, like, it wasn't the best brawl I've seen. It could have started out a lot hotter, and I mean, there was a couple cool spots though. Rollins jumping off the stage onto the floor onto Bobby Lashley. That was pretty cool. I think it was it was pretty I forget who said it when after the brawl ended, Cena's music just hit immediately, and I forget if it was like Corey, it was like someone finally some control on this show. It's like, I was like, oh my.
Cena was coming out to like try to help like the security guys try to like get control over the situation, but no, he just ran to the ring.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, it's
just ignored it.
oh.
And got a microphone.
Raw is so interesting. Raw is so interesting. Okay. All right. Anyway. Yeah. I don't have any of this in order. I just have notes written down. So obviously, the biggest part of this was probably Hulk Hogan's tribute to Mean Gene, and that was probably the best part of Raw in general. And
Next on their YouTube clips anyway. So
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean, a lot of people weren't happy that Hogan was back. I saw that on Twitter. A lot of people were kind of disappointed they brought Hogan back. I kind of think,
The right guy to use, though.
yeah. I mean, obviously, he's the right guy to
Hogan
use.
Was during that era of when Mean Gene was a thing in WWE. Not that
Right.
he's not a thing now, but like, you know what I mean? Like he was there, and he was prevalent, and he was the interview guy. And me and Hogan was a big part of that. So
Right.
I feel like they used him right. I don't think that he shouldn't have been there, like people were saying on Twitter. But
Yeah, I mean, I tend to disagree. I think Hogan was the perfect guy to give that tribute to Mean Gene, and I think there's a point in time when, the tape came out. Oh God, that had to be, what was it, 4, 5 years ago? Like that it was a long time that tape came out, and I think it just comes a point in time when it's okay, he's here to give you tribute to his best friend passing away.
yeah,
Like, all right. Talk about the Raw Tag Team title match between Bobby Roode, Chad Gable versus the Revival. It was a lumberjack match. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable, who are the champions, defeated the Revival. God, Phil, what the hell has happened to the Revival? Oh my God.
this match actually really kind of the Revival more than it helped Gable and
Right.
because the match was great. I feel like it was an amazing match for what I saw.
This is probably the best match the Revival have been in since they've been put on the main roster. I'm gonna be like straight honest.
That did their thing like properly for once, and they didn't just brawl. Just throw that. They had a lot of momentum into this match, as you guys probably know. Last week, the wrong guy got pinned. Chad Gable was actually the legal man, but it was actually Scott Dawson that was the legal man, not Dash Wilder. Now, like, is put under the rope.
Here, hold on, Phil. Hold on, because you're breaking up. I'm gonna call you just regularly, not on FaceTime. I think that's the reason. But all right, let's see. All right.
Is under the bottom rope, but the referee even the lumberjacks, his foot was under the bottom rope, and he's like, I didn't see it, it's whatever, basically, his opinion, and we're gonna see this match again.
Yeah.
I guarantee.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the revival is I agree. I think they need to get the titles, you know, and it's been just kind of disappointing, you know, seeing all these NXT guys come up to the main roster and then they just aren't able to live up to what they were in NXT, and it's happened with guys over and over and over and over again. Yeah, there's been a couple to break through, but I mean, you look at just the revival is just the latest case in name after name after name of guys and gals coming up from NXT and just not being able to break through. Bailey, I mean, like, I don't know what happened to Bailey. Like, that's a this has been one of the steepest falls ever. I would consider the revival and Bailey from the height of NXT, and they were where they were at NXT, to coming to the main roster, and now they are, you know, they're just not. I mean, the Ascension, like, does anyone even remember the Ascension? Like, Phil, you remember the Ascension, right?
They used to be the longest reigning NXT Tag Team Champions in history.
Yeah, the Ascension.
They're lumberjacks in a lumberjack match.
Yeah.
And just not being used.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right.
I don't know.
Let's talk about we'll talk about Baron Corbin versus Elias. This is a quick match. I mean,
It was like, it wasn't really anything special.
Yeah.
Elias got the win, which I was happy about, but it wasn't really anything special.
no, Baron Corbin got the win.
Oh, Baron Corbin got the win?
Yeah, Baron Corbin got the win.
People saying Elias, but alright.
Would have liked if Elias gotten the win. You know how much I don't like Elias, but you know, when something's hot, you run with it.
But especially with his, well, he's actually a babyface now, trying if you didn't know.
Elias is babyface now.
Yes.
Yes, I noticed that.
Yeah, he turned on Corbin a few weeks ago, and that basically got the crowd in his favor, and now he's a full-fledged babyface. He's still trashing the crowd in the cities, but they just love it now. And it's great. But
What?
it wasn't really anything special here, I don't think.
Wrestling's weird.
Yeah, like, I don't know what they're trying to do with any of them. I both of them now. Corbin was elected general manager and got dropped. And Elias is doing random things. I don't know. What do you think about these two?
I don't know. Baron Corbin is meh. He's always been meh, and always will be meh. Elias, I'm just not impressed. Never when I watch Elias. I've never watched an Elias match where I'm like, oh, I'm impressed. Like, really impressed. Like, obviously he has charisma and can get the crowd going, which I think he'd be a perfect number one entry in the Rumble. I think, you know, like, it'd just be amazing. If Elias came out as the number one entrant for the Rumble, which I think that they should do.
Yeah.
Have they done that yet?
Nothing for the number one spot yet.
Yeah, no, he's got to be the number one spot. That'd be amazing. Okay, yeah, I mean, he's got charisma. I'm not impressed with his ring ability to say he's gonna be a main event star, but you know, that's about it. But Baron Corbin is. I keep waiting for Baron Corbin to break through, and he's just not doing it. So.
Yeah, I mean, Corbin, he doesn't have the charisma enough to be, like, kind of like a top guy, but I can't knock him for not having talent. The man does have talent. His in-ring work, it can get a lot better, but for right now, in the mid-card, he should be
Yeah.
Don't. Um, but I feel like they should try to get him to something a bit better than just a random match with Elias.
Right. All right. Let's talk about. Okay. This might be the second worst segment on this show. This might be the second worst segment on this show. Sasha Banks is now facing Ronda Rousey at the Rumble for the women's title.
Yes.
Oh my. So Sasha beats Nia Jax for that opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus. Something's going on outside. Okay. Nia Jax. She's just not good, Phil.
No.
I swear to God, guys, like everyone who didn't watch the show, and thank your lucky stars you did not watch the show. I swear this is a line she said. This is a line she said. I'm the bitch. I'm not a bitch.
Like,
Her delivery is awful. It's awful. It's so bad, Phil.
this was, like, I went all over the place. The first thing with the whole debut thing of Alexa's new talk show thing, A Moment of Bliss, which has been
Right, I forgot about that. Yeah.
into a talk show. So they started off with Ronda Rousey, and Ronda Rousey, she is the face of this women's division right now, bar none. Not only because she's a champion, but just because of how popular and how
Right.
good she is with the fans. And she just challenged Sasha Banks right up, and I'm like, all right, we haven't seen Sasha Banks in a big type of title match situation for a long, so I'm like, hey, why not? I'd
Right.
like to see that. And then she came out, said, I'd love to face you, but then Nia came out, and I'm like, we're gonna get some kind of match. Yes. And she said, I haven't had my rematch for the Raw Women's Championship, and I'm like, bitch, you haven't had your Raw Women's Championship rematch because you already had it a few months ago. You haven't won a women's title match ever since you lost it because you already had your rematch. So, like, understand where that logic came from. And then all of a sudden, those two got in each other's faces, and she's like, all right, you'll be in a match whenever he's Ronda, and I'm like, all right, that's fine. It's fine. But Anya says he's also winning this because she had her rematch a long time ago. So, there was also a scary spot. I don't know if you saw this, man, but, it was on the apron, and Sasha was gonna do like a Hurricane Rana and like spike Nia's head on the apron, but Nia just completely lets go of her.
Oh, I remember that. That was bad.
She basically just falls flat on her face, and
That
she
was
definitely
bad.
could have broken her neck there, because just of how careless I felt that Nia was, like, because she literally just lets go of her, and I'm like, Nia, what are you doing? First you break Nikki Lynch's face, and then you almost break Sasha's neck.
Right.
I'm like, Nia, like, you didn't used to be this terrible. Like, I don't know if that, like, if it was a miscommunication or what, but either way, it was still scary, and the right woman won the situation. Sasha Banks did win, but I was like, ooh, that's not gonna go well for Nia in the back. And I don't know if there was any, altercation afterwards, but
I didn't hear anything, and I'm sure
it would,
it would have been talked about.
yeah, it was
Um.
still scary. And
Oh, I forgot about Ember Moon and Apollo Crews versus Alicia Fox and Jinder Mahal. Let's talk about that for
yeah,
2 seconds.
because the mixed match is over.
I don't even remember this match.
I know
Okay.
Ember Moon, man, when she
Yeah,
lost
okay, yeah.
to Alicia, but
Was this my bathroom break?
probably it was probably mine too.
Uh,
It was
okay, well, that happened. Okay,
the
now on to the worst segment on Monday Night Raw. I don't know how any segment that Paul Heyman is in can be labeled as the worst segment, but it's not Paul Heyman's fault.
this was
All we learned from this segment is Braun Strowman has so much work to do on the mic. It's not even funny.
yeah.
That's what we learned. That you want to recap, guys? That's the recap.
Yeah. It's the only reason why I feel that Braun Strowman's not really the top guy right now because of his mic.
No.
He has the talent.
Yeah.
He has charisma. Just the mic.
God, dude, this had to be his worst promo I've ever. The worst. I'm going suffering succotash level. This was bad. This was bad, Phil.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's a 3-hour show. I get it. There are a lot of lines to remember. I understand. But when you're working with Paul Heyman, and when you're working with a guy that's a promo god, I have to say, he should get with Paul in the back. And Paul, I'm pretty sure he's not that much of a douche as he seems to be on TV.
Paul,
Like,
Paul is willing to work with guys on their promos.
exactly. So that's what I was saying. Like, have before the show, go to Paul and basically, or go to promo with him, have the delivery and all of that be worked on, and then go out there and do it the best you can. Well, not the best you can, but do it the way you guys practice. I saw an earpiece in Ron's ear during this segment, and Vince was feeding him the lines, and that's why it felt so drawn out and paused every single time because he was being fed the lines.
Oh my!
Vince is on the other camera just laughing up a storm over here. He was smiling up.
I would have been I don't blame Brock one bit.
And he's get through it, man. Just get through it. I mean, I'm not talking anyways, but
Oh
get
my
through it.
God, Vince is crazy. Is that true?
Yeah,
Vince was feeding him lines?
yeah. You
Fucking serious, bro?
you could see it because he paused and he was moving his mouth just a tiny bit, and then he begins to speak again, and then it was
What the hell?
the earpiece was very small, but I did see something, and I was like, this man's being fed lines.
Are you fucking serious, bro? There's no way that could be true.
I'm not.
I refuse to believe that. I'm not saying, you
Why
know,
do you think there was so many pauses?
I just figured because Braun Strowman's not ready. Oh my God. Okay, well, I'm gonna... Dude, that is freaking nuts. Okay. Dude. All of it. You could see, what was the line where Braun was like saying stuff, and Paul was like, I never said that. I forget what line that was.
Yeah, I forgot too. But there's a line where Braun was saying, "You're just gonna stand behind your little advocate, aren't you? Little boy promise or something like that." And he's like, "But I'm behind you."
Yeah. Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah.
And then, he was being, and then there was a long pause, and then Braun began to speak again. So I guarantee you, he was being fed.
Oh my God.
There's no way that he was not being fed. If he wasn't being fed, I'm surprised.
Dude. That is... Anyway, okay, so they finally come out. Brock finally comes out. You think they're going to get in the ring and go face-to-face, maybe fisticuffs going, punches thrown. Nothing happens. Brock just walks away.
Brock, I don't expect anything more or anything less from this man.
This was the worst segment I've ever fucking seen on Monday Night Raw. Maybe outside of the Bailey, this is your life.
Yeah. And that was. This
Okay.
feud is supposed to be the feud that gets Braun Strowman the title, and Braun can go do his thing in UFC. But depending on how this promo went last night, well, not last night, 2 nights ago, when we're recording this, I kind of see Brock. I kind of see Brock retaining the title here, which I don't want. Like, I kind of see that now just because of the ring skills.
Oh my God, I don't know, Phil. I just don't think you could put a microphone in Braun Strowman's hands, like, to do a back and forth promo. I just don't think he has it. Braun should be the guy that says three things, boom, 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 easy, nothing else, and then goes in there and whoops your ass.
Right.
It's the same thing we've been praying for Roman Reigns to be doing.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
like either he's a babyface that says absolutely nothing, like he was in 2014, or he's a heel that's a cocky prick that Roman could pull off. I've seen Roman pull this off in NXT. He could pull it off,
Yes.
but he cannot pull off, I'm for the kids, everybody, and all this other stuff and joking around. It's like, you're not serious. You're not being serious.
Braun Strowman, he has this whole thing of like getting these hands or whatever. That could be either heel, or that could be face, or that could be anything. But I feel like Braun Strowman's that kind of guy where like he doesn't really need to say anything at all.
Right. How much does Brock Lesnar actually say? Brock Lesnar goes into a whole program saying what? What, one or two things?
Maybe like just a couple sentences at the most. Because sometimes they actually do give him the mic. Like at one point, like during the last part of the feud until the pay-per-view. And then he just goes in there and kicks people's asses.
Right.
Which I don't like Brock, but he has earned the kind of right of just not saying anything at all and just having Paul do it for him, because Paul can sell it and Paul can deliver it in
Yes.
a way that you know when Brock is around, he's beast and he's gonna kick people's asses. I never thought I'd actually say those words ever because I really just don't like having Brock as a champion, but I've just come to the conclusion now about that. But I really do. They better do something with Braun over the next few weeks, because we have 3 weeks. Basically 4 more shows, 2 more shows on Raw until the Royal Rumble now, and they need to do something quick.
Yeah.
If they're doing something with him.
Yeah. 100%. All right. So, let's talk about the Intercontinental title. Falls Count Anywhere match. Rollins was attacked before the match even began.
The match
Like-
itself was great.
Yeah, this match was interesting. it was all right. I mean, it was probably my favorite part of the show outside of the Hogan thing with Mean Gene, but I mean,
This title is the title on Monday Night Raw right now.
yeah, and
Because this title gets the most airtime. This title gets the most like prevalent matchups. I mean, we just had the match between those two at TLC, and even though it wasn't a stipulation kind of match, even though I really thought it should have been, it was still a great match. And now we have the Falls Count Anywhere match here on Raw. It was built up earlier on in the night where Seth went to Triple H saying, "I want Ambrose for the Intercontinental title." And then Triple H gave it to him. He said, "You got it," in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
right.
And I was, holy crap, they're actually doing something different, a different type of matchup. And the match was great, but the ending, I was like,
Yeah. There's Monday Night Raw.
involved.
There it is.
Bobby gone over and got the pin. And I was like, are we getting a program between Seth and Dean or Seth and Bobby?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be a triple threat or something?
Right now, I'm going to be honest, Phil. It looks like we're getting a program between between Seth and Bobby. Would be the program I would go with, but they're cutting real close because I was like they need a program for Ambrose right now to at least defend the Intercontinental title at the Royal Rumble. I mean, that would be the smart thing, and it's probably going to be against Seth Rollins or Bobby Lashley or both.
And here's the thing. I feel like if they're going to do a program between Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley, I feel like if they're going to do a program just between those two, that's fine. I'm like, you just got to have Dean Ambrose do something for the Intercontinental title. And I'm like...
Yeah, I think they're building up that. I would build up Rollins versus Ambrose at WrestleMania because that's the match that everybody wants to see at Mania for years. This has been for years building for Mania. I mean, we're going on like 4 years we've wanted to see Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Now, the roles have been reversed a little bit, but we still want to see that match.
Yeah. Now, I feel like going back into that match, but also going back to that six-man tag team match a little bit. Drew McIntyre's being used in the Rumble. You all know this.
Right.
Actually, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose are all having beef with each other. John Cena's doing his thing in the Rumble match because he announced that he is in the Rumble. The only man that's not being used in that instance is Balor. Now, I don't know if Balor's in the Rumble or not, but if Seth and Bobby are going to have a program with each other, why not have Balor go up against Dean for the IC title?
Right.
Or if he's going to be in the Rumble, fine, but if he's not going to be, put him against Ambrose for the IC title.
Right.
That's what I feel like if they are going to do a program with Bobby and Seth, you have your man right there, and Finn can give a good match to Ambrose.
Yeah.
So, either Finn or Seth, I feel like that should be the man going into the Rumble, but we'll just have to see what they have in store, because God only knows what WWE has planned.
All right.
That's what I like.
Well, that's Monday Night Raw. Let's move over to the better show. Let's go to SmackDown Live.
Say, though, before moving on to SmackDown is we have a lot more questions than we do answers coming out of Monday Night Raw.
Yes. Yes.
We've got some new entrants in the Rumble on Monday Night Raw, but we have a lot more questions and answers. But on the bright side, SmackDown came on last night.
SmackDown was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I
And
felt like
I'm going to be honest. Guys.
so.
They started. So Raw started not with a regular promo or a match. It started with a backstage brawl between Rollins and Bobby Lashley. SmackDown started not with a regular promo or a match. It started with Daniel Bryan in the concession stand area, surrounded by a bunch of fans, basically trashing everybody in the arena.
I felt like this was just a really good way to use
Daniel Bryan is, oh my god, he's so freaking good. He's so freaking good.
And here's the thing, he wanted this heel turn to happen, and when they gave it to him, he's just been spot on with everything.
Right.
He went to the backstage area, and he basically just went to a guy who was eating a hot dog, just minding his own business, saying, like, you're just a fat slob, or whatever he said, or whatever, and he just shoved the thing at his face.
Yeah.
Another guy with a soda saying, you are destroying the earth.
Yeah, you're destroying Earth with these plastic cups and straws. And I'm like, oh my god. What a vegan.
And the best part about it is that he was just wearing a random, like, just a normal t-shirt, but with a tree on the pocket.
Oh my god.
Dude, this kid is fucking then it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was odd. And then SmackDown explained that Daniel Bryan and R-Truth were gonna have a match tonight, and I was like, oh, okay.
R-Truth had a couple of instances or whatever on the past few weeks of SmackDown, especially on Christmas. But I was like, why? But then we got R-Truth versus Daniel Bryan, and I was like,
It was an alright match.
all right. I mean, like, at least Truth is getting airtime. I
Yeah.
mean,
It's okay.
Truth used to be like one of my favorite things, and he was doing the conspiracy thing back in like 2013, 2014 era. And look, he's getting airtime, and that's what I like about this guy. He can at least go into a match. It'll be quick, but he can go into a match, get what he needs to get done, and get the other guy over.
Yeah, it
And
was
that's
short.
exactly what happened.
It was back and forth. Bryan won with the running knee.
But beyond it was happening, but that wasn't really the point of the match.
So short, in fact, that I went to the bathroom while I was at commercial break, came back, and the match was over.
Yeah.
And I was like, what happened? I had to rewatch it on YouTube today.
People were telling me on Twitter and everything, I'm like, what the heck was the point of that match? Like, that match was useless. And I'm like, that's not the point. The point of this match was to get Daniel Bryan so much heat or whatever. That way he can just get a match over and then just go in the bag and just be the heel that he is. But then all of a sudden, you know what happened, Trent? AJ Styles came out.
AJ Styles came out, and
And then there was a brawl between those two.
yeah,
That was reminiscent of Monday Night Raw last night.
Yes.
Bodies.
and that is. Oh God, I cannot wait for this match. I'm sorry. I know we've seen it, but it's like,
If there would be a chair involved, there's going to be some kind of stipulation. There's got to be.
can it not be a chairs match, please?
I feel like it might be less than standing.
Okay.
Or a false or something.
Okay.
That's, you're getting the new Daniel Bryan, which is his new nickname now. And then I think it's the real AJ Styles. No, I'm mixing up probably things here, but Vince McMahon, he wanted the real AJ Styles. He got it. We got new Daniel Bryan. Do something here with these two.
Right.
Get in the stipulation. The WWE Championship is just not meant for just a normal one-on-one match here at the Rumble. Get them something.
I'm very excited.
And I feel like
Just saying.
with the way that they're doing this now, I'm glad AJ Stanley's out of the situation. From now on, and just it's between those two men. How those two were great friends in the beginning, and then it just turned into something way worse. Daniel Bryan doing this whole eco-friendly thing, but
Yes.
the heel way is fantastic.
It's so great.
We all knew that Daniel Bryan was like this eco-friendly kind of guy, but like when it gets to like into the aspect of the story and like having the fans cheering for AJ Styles instead of Daniel Bryan being fickle and all of that stuff, and I'm like, this man is just great, and AJ Styles is obviously just great.
Dude, it's
And
a it's a lesser version of CM Punk with the Straight Edge Society.
Right.
That's what this is. Like,
It's just gonna be a great payoff, I think.
I'm very excited. Okay. So, Andrade, Cien Almas, and Samoa Joe
This match.
versus Rey Mysterio and Mustafa Ali. Almas and Joe defeated Mysterio and Ali. It was a good match. This was a very good match. Like,
They're using them. All four men are in the Rumble. So, there was a storyline with that. But the story going into this match was how Ali has been so impressive since his debut on SmackDown.
right.
It's insane how good this kid is. I knew this kid is good, but he came on the SmackDown, he beat Daniel Bryan twice, which I thought they were going to do something with them there. But no, they were going to do this whole thing with AJ Styles.
Right.
Then, Almas and kid's undefeated on Smackdown right now. What
Right.
are they doing? And now the tag team match. And I was like,
I'm expecting big things from Ali in the Rumble, to be honest.
right, yeah. I mean, there's no other way that you can push this guy so much and then just have him only be in a few minutes for the Rumble. They're doing great things with Ali. I feel like he's not ready for main event yet, but get him in the U.S. title picture for sure.
Right.
I mean, they're pushing Ali to the moon right now, and I don't want something bad to happen in order to make that feel like, oh yeah, this kid's not ready yet. I know this kid's ready. I know this kid's been ready. And I'm just glad that they actually called up the 205 Live guys to the main roster.
Right.
I'm like, are these cruiserweights just going to be on 205 Live for the rest of our lives, or are we going to see these guys on Raw or SmackDown?
Yeah.
Now that we have Ali, I want to see Cedric. I want to see, like, other cruiserweights get called, and I feel like that is going to come. But right now it's Ali's time, and he's representing 205 Live in the cruiserweights really well.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, like, these are just like 4 really good workers. Like, even Rey Mysterio could still go after the amount of years he's been doing this. I mean, Joe, obviously we knew he can go, but I mean, like, the spot where Andrade reversed the 619 with Rey and countered it into the Hammerlock DDT. That was so awesome, and I was like, that is so cool. Like,
Did you see the spot where the flip pilot driver with Rey on almost?
oh, that was nuts.
Okay, first off, if you guys don't know, that's called the Canadian Destroyer, and that move used to be banned from WWE for years because it just caused way too many concussions. I was surprised that they actually put that spot in the match.
Right. That was crazy.
That move has been proven basically to break people's necks, and I was like, and I was just really shocked when I saw that move, and I'm like, you even heard in Corey, Tom's, and even Byron's reactions when they were commentating the match, they were even surprised that move even came out.
Right.
I was like, holy crap. To have Almas and Rey Mysterio do that spot, which I feel like those were the right kind of guys to do. Kind of guys to do it because they've been doing it for the longest time. Well, Joe's been doing wrestling for a long time, but you know what I mean? Those two, know how to do it well, and they did do it well, and no one got hurt in the situation, so that spot was crazy. The Hammerlock DDT from 619 was crazy. I feel like I was texting you during the show, and I'm like, don't be surprised if Ali does win here. But I went back into it, and I'm like, the right guys did kind of win here.
Right.
You gotta, even though Ali has been built up very, very fast, in my opinion, like he's just been to the moon. I feel like you can't just keep having them win. Have a loss or two or something and just like build this guy up into something great, and that is exactly what they're trying to do. And I feel like Ali is being booked tremendously so far. I just can't wait to see what they do next.
Right.
Especially.
So Rusev came out for a promo.
Yeah.
Uh, this was very weird. So I think the greatest line of this was Rusev saying he has the body of 1,000 Hemsworth brothers, which I found was kind of funny because I'm a Marvel fan, and obviously Chris Hemsworth plays Thor, if you guys don't know. I thought that was kind of funny. But Nakamura came out attacked Rusev again. You know, I mean, Phil, we had a disagreement after, or not really Nakamura. Nakamura didn't really come out. Like Rusev came to the back. He was like, "I'm gonna go get you," because he was at. Oh yeah, okay. I'm forget the last 30 seconds. Nakamura's on the Titantron, in the back, like the video truck, the production truck, saying like, "Okay, you blame me for hurting Lana last week, but I have video evidence that it wasn't me." And he says, "Play the video" to the guy. Guy plays the video, and Rusev did cause Nakamura to fall and cause Lana to fall with him.
Because of the mod stick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here's the thing that I kind of don't understand about this feud. I understand that they're trying to do something with Lana and like having like an injury angle with her, and I'm like, all right, that's fine, but you gotta do something a little bit more than just this. Here's the thing. A couple of weeks back at TLC, I think, during the match between, I think it was Ruby and Natalia, Liv, she got flung off the apron through a table, which that spot was crazy enough, but Liv was back next week.
Right.
And I'm like, all Rusev did basically was just a kick to Nakamura, and she fell, and both of them fell, but it wasn't really a fall that like could injure her that much where she couldn't be back this week.
Yeah, that was
And I was like, I know Lana was hurt, and that's in close, but you can't see me, but it's in close. And I'm like, but you can't be hurt that bad.
right.
So a perfect example of this was in NXT, was when they were doing a Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano thing, and Candice LeRae, Johnny's wife, got knocked off the apron, and her head hit the metal part of the ramp, and then she wasn't back the next week because of the injuries that she was sustained. And I'm like, that makes sense because her head hit the steel part of the ramp.
Right.
So I was like, all right, that makes sense. But when it was a fall, in Lana's case, that really didn't, like, I mean, I'm not a wrestler. I don't know how that hurts, but I don't think it really hurt that bad where she can return this week.
Yeah, I agree.
Trying to do something a little bit more when it comes to like an injury angle, but overall, this feud is already all over the place anyway. But like, that was just kind of strange to me, you know.
Right.
Now we're gonna have Nakamura versus the United States title, which
Yeah.
basically Nakamura getting his rematch.
Yeah.
Um,
Which.
But I like since the Royal Rumble card is already stacked up with 8 matches now, and I know it's a 4-hour show, but I feel like since this feud has been all over the place, or I feel like it might be a pre-show, I don't want it to be because it's Nakamura, and Nakamura is being used kind of weird in my opinion, but
Kind of disappointing.
I feel like it's a pre-show.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this it was a decent segment. It got across what it needed to get across.
Yeah.
Like, basically, like, Nakamura is saying it's not his fault that Lana's hurt. Rusev saying it is his fault. Nakamura's being the heel by leaving out context that, you know, he came out and was beating the crud out of Rusev.
Right.
Um,
What he can't do because
yeah. And, you know, I mean, Rusev's like, it wasn't my fault, like, that Lana's hurt. I wasn't going after her. So, I mean, it's it got across what it needed to get across. It's probably going to get a U.S. title shot at the Rumble with a U.S. title match between Nakamura and Rusev at the Rumble, which yeah, sure, I'd be excited about that. Because why not?
But don't be surprised now if Lana might come back next week or just the week before the Rumble.
Right.
Just to get that going again. So I don't know what's gonna happen there, but
dang, we have like 2 more weeks till the Rumble. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, like 2.5 probably. Oh my God. Okay. All right.
Like two more shows of Raw and SmackDown, and then it'll be the Rumble.
Jesus.
So,
All right. The Bar versus the Usos. This match was weird.
Yeah.
This match was really weird. Okay. The Bar versus the Usos. Look. Listen, everybody. I'm going to be honest with you. I've taken a break from watching wrestling. I trust Phil to tell me everything that's going on. I did not know that Mandy Rose and Jimmy Uso were having an affair. Because all I saw was Mandy Rose come out in a towel. And I was getting very confused. I was like, what is going on here? And she goes, I think I left my, what'd she say? My small top and my small bottoms in your hotel room.
yes.
I was like, Jimmy, aren't you the one married to Naomi?
Yeah.
And
I'm surprised that this angle is even happening.
anyway, this match was supposed to, like, if the Usos won, they were getting a title shot at the Rumble for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. So immediately, Phil and I are both like, okay, yeah, well, the Usos are obviously going to win. Like, the Usos are obviously going to win this match, correct?
Yes, it's immediately what I thought.
Okay. All right. So Phil then says, because I'm on a delay because I'm streaming it. He's watching it on cable, so he gets it actually live. So he goes, I forgot about this. And I go, oh, what's going on? And all of a sudden, I see Mandy Rose on the ramp in her towel. And I was very confused. I was like, what is going on here? So then Cesaro hits one of the Uso brothers. Don't know who it was with the neutralizer after Sheamus knocked the other one off the ramp.
Jimmy on the apron saying, what the hell are you doing here, basically.
Yeah.
So it was Jay.
Jay, oh yeah. Okay, so Jimmy gets knocked on the floor. Jay gets the neutralizer. Cesaro gets the pin. The Bar win, and the Usos aren't getting a tag match, which leads to Miz and Shane.
Miz coming out and Sheamus in the back. And I forgot to tell Trent this a little while ago, but now Shane and Miz are a tag team.
Yeah, okay, yes. Miz came out, and then ended up getting bro kicked by Sheamus, challenging for the tag titles.
Worked his way into a SmackDown tag team title shot with Shane and them challenging Bar. And then Sheamus is like, you know what? Fuck this guy. I'm gonna kick his head off. He did. And then they just accepted. And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. That was weird.
And then, and now we're getting Shane and Miz versus the Bar at the Rumble for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. And I told Trent, don't worry, this Miz and Shane thing is not going to last long. I hope. The way I feel like this match is this feud is going on though, because this is technically a feud between Shane and the Miz.
Right.
This is what's happening here. And I feel like this match is going to build into a WrestleMania match and just feel it because Shane has to get WrestleMania. And Shane was the winner of the Best of the World tournament, and Miz was supposed to be the finalist, but then Shane took his place.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I feel like I know this is gonna happen. I just know it is. So I'll guarantee tells everybody because Jay McMahon is going to be a champion here on Sunday with the Miz.
Word.
And the next pay-per-view or whatever, they are gonna lose the titles. And then the feud between Shane and the Miz is gonna happen during WrestleMania month. And then we're gonna have the match.
All right.
It,
Well,
it's
that's
storytelling. And I'm like, I just know it is. I just know this is the way it's gonna happen because it's just WWE, and I've seen this happen before. And I don't really feel like the Bar should have been in the situation that they are in because the Bar should not lose the titles, because they're just great.
right.
So
Agreed.
I don't know if the Bar is just gonna regain the titles when Miz and Shane lose them. I don't know if they're gonna be the ones to get them back, but I hope they are.
I mean, I'm not sure that Shane and Miz are gonna win. I think they would lose a couple matches and Miz would turn on him. I mean, I'm not 100% sure that they're gonna win.
I know that we're gonna win here, and then they're going to have miscommunication and then lose the titles or something like that. But I feel like I don't know, man. I just feel like they might win the titles here. I don't know why. I've just seen way too many stories like this in order to see this happen again.
Right.
So
All right.
I don't know. Well,
I don't know. That.
it's just a strange pairing.
All right. Let's get to the best match on the show, which happens to be the women's match. This match is awesome.
Yeah.
It was a
Great
triple
storytelling
threat.
for all- It was a SummerSlam rematch. It's,
Yeah. Triple threat between Becky, Carmella, and Charlotte. Number one contender for Asuka's SmackDown Women's Championship at Royal Rumble.
Right.
Becky won. She should have won.
Yeah.
I know we both said that before the show. Becky. That promo with John Cena last week was amazing. Just
And after the fact, when the show was over, John had an interview backstage, and John put Becky over. So
Yeah.
obviously, John really loves what they're doing with Becky Lynch, and so have all of us.
Yeah.
Because she's just been amazing since this heel turn.
I agree, and it's not, I don't even know if it's a heel turn anymore. She's not even a heel.
Just loved her. So,
All right. Anyway, so Becky wins with the disarmer on Carmella after Flair was knocked out
ear calls all over the place.
side of the ring. There were so many good spots in this match, though. Like,
The one was Charlotte is not. It wasn't a double moonsault, but it was a moonsault on two people.
Right.
That was
that was awesome.
Then she was going to do a moonsault to the side on both women, but they moved out of the way, and I'm very surprised Charlotte did not get hurt there when she landed on her feet. But she landed on her feet, so I was happy. When she landed on her feet and then she fell on her ass, but still, I'm just surprised that there was no injury there.
Right.
Because that, like, just jumping from that height and doing a moonsault, basically flipping backwards to the floor, that's scary, and I don't care who you are. But overall, amazing match. Carmella, she looked a lot more impressive than I thought that she was going to be in this match because you know this whole thing is between Becky and Charlotte for real, and then Carmella, she was just in the backstage moment, backstage at the right time, and then they made this match thing. And Carmella was great in the match. She had a couple of air falls, and I was like, they're trying to really make you believe that Carmella's going to get this title opportunity, but she was the 30th woman in the Trans Rumble, so I was like, I know she's not going to win. But I like the actual unpredictability of the match.
Right.
And Charlotte, you know she's going to be in the Rumble, like you can just feel it. So I'm really glad they chose the Red Woman here and not Becky Lynch.
Yeah. I agree. After the match, Asuka came out kind of with a stare off of Becky to end the show. It was, standard stare off, standard WWE stare off, basically. That's what happened. A lot of fun.
I just felt was, well, I
Yeah.
and add their stuff in like the perfect like spots of the show. I feel like the show was actually very well drawn out in ways that every feud felt important in a way. Um, the Nakamura and Rusev match, like that, like it's not that important. I feel like, but like I felt like that was kind of like the right placement for it. And obviously, the number one contenders triple threat was obviously should have been the main event. It was the main event. And I felt like the show was timed perfectly.
Yeah.
And Raw, they still have like some work to do when it comes to timing, considering it's a 3-hour show instead of the 2-hour Smackdown. But when it all comes down to it, SmackDown felt like the better show. It was a better show, and I felt like we had a lot more answers coming out of SmackDown than we do questions. So that was the best thing about it.
Yeah.
But we still have 2 weeks, 2 shows left for each brand, and we're just gonna have to see what happens next.
I'm excited, but
And
yeah.
I'm more excited with SmackDown than I am on
Yeah.
Raw.
Yes. Yes.
Still, it's still like it's still a good time. It is Royal Rumble month, and it's WrestleMania season basically when the Royal Rumble's over. And now's the time if you want to get back into wrestling, you should get it back now.
Right.
After WrestleMania, and if you see something shit, and you can go back doing your own thing. But right now, it's a
It's the best time of the year.
good time. It's a good time. It is the best time of the year for wrestling fans. Especially with what came out of New Japan. If you guys didn't see that, but that's a whole other story.
Wrestle Kingdom. But we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, thank you for joining. Later part, I don't know if it's going to be connected to this or later or another video, but I'll be doing a recap for the NFL. The NFL playoff games, different sports. Alex hopefully will be a part of that. Thank you guys very much. I hope you guys have a good one. Phil, any last words?
Like I said, it's a great time to be a wrestling fan if you are one. Make sure you check out the next few weeks of the shows because I guarantee you, even though there are a lot more questions on Raw, they will be answered, hopefully, by the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned, and if we're going to keep doing these Raw reviews and SmackDown reviews, if you guys like them, I'll be back.
A thumbs up, comment, whatever you guys want to do. Phil hopefully will be back for every single one. But thank you guys very much. Hope you guys have a good one.